Good morning. This morning, I am working online for in a call with a page, Alkalize to Realize. Uh, the show producer is Lee Robert Molson. He is the page admin, the page creator. He has brought the group Alkalize to Realize talks together. There is a number of us. I believe there are 5 interviewers. Lee Robert is in charge of the production of the entire show. It's a show where we are speaking to people all over the world that are involved in health and well-being, and bringing forward the truth of natural health that people all over the world need to know, especially at this time with all of the fear mongering, with all of the fearful thoughts, legitimate fearful thoughts that are out there in the world right now. We need more than ever the idea and the understanding and the realization that health is our own. It is of the most personal things that we have. Health, wealth, abundance of all kinds, abundance of love, joy, freedom, liberty, peace. All of these things are gifts of the soul. All of these are characteristics of the soul. And as we build a closer, more intimate relationship with the soul, these things arise in our life. We become more aware of these things in our life. We start to express all of these things more in our life. That is only natural. That is the law. So I say the law because it is in complete alignment with the forces of our universe. There are some specific forces that are an absolute truth about our reality. Gravity, for instance, is one of those forces that we are all taught about and that we all understand. Now, what we're told about gravity is one thing. The reality of what gravity is, perhaps, is another. But we all understand the idea of gravity. We all understand that if we throw a ball into the air, it does come back down. We do understand that the force that we use to throw it up is the force that comes back to us. Forces exist here in 3D reality. Forces govern 3D reality. They are laws. So you don't have to buy into any change of religion. You don't need to buy into any change of spiritual understanding. There's no real change in even mental understanding to understand that this is a 3-dimensional reality, a 3-dimensional plane that is governed and managed by forces, by laws. And all of the forces of the 3-dimensional plane, in my opinion, should be known, should be understood, because they are the forces that govern us. For instance, We are the creators of our reality. This is the original teaching. This idea is 35,000 years old. This idea is infinite. It has always been. The oldest record of this idea that I know is approximately 35,000 years old. But we've always been the creator of our reality. From before that, who knows? This is the oldest dated record that I can find. Do you believe that you're the creator of your reality? Do you believe that? In my mind, we must believe that. In my mind, in order to create something different in your life, you've got to believe that you have the power to create. You have to believe you have creative force within you. Creative force. That's it. We're talking about creative force. We're talking about the creative force of our universe. And the creative force of our universe is within each and every single one of us. And that's the force that we use to create our life. It's through us, through each soul that has access to the creative force, the original creative force that created everything that's here. So when you create your life, you're using the creative force, whether you know it or not. The creative force works through you, whether you are conscious of it or you are unconscious to it. It doesn't matter. You're still creating. And this is the thing, is that most people are creating their lives unconsciously. They're creating their lives on automatic pilot. It's just happening by the things that they've learned in their lives. It's, the experiences that have happened to them are dictating the way that they act, the way that they react to everything that's happening to them. Right now, in particular, many people are reacting to what's happening in society. There's a crazy killer virus that's running rampant across our globe. So the story goes, who knows the absolute truth about the story? I don't know. I'm only knowing what I am told because I do not follow the news. I do not engage in this type of awareness. I'm not a big TV watcher. I'm not saying I don't enjoy a movie or enjoy a TV show on the weekends with my family. I do watch the NBA with my family. If it was up to me, I probably wouldn't engage in any of this, but I do it with my family. It's no different than eating. I do it with my family. Don't get me wrong. I still love to eat as well too. When I am eating, I try to make sure that I eat once a day, so that I make sure that I am empty most of the day. So just to get onto another tangent here while I'm waiting for Maria K. I am waiting on the call this morning for a chat with Maria K. We are supposed to be talking regarding, she's just having some technical issues, it seems. She's about 11 hours ahead of me, I believe, in somewhere, I believe, in Eastern Europe. I know I did get some information about Maria Kay from Lee Robert Molson. That was a couple of weeks ago, though, so I know that she is a coach. I'm also a coach, so I'm looking forward to engaging with her. I'm looking forward to learning and growing with her. I do most of my learning and growing from within myself and from engaging with other people that help me to move forward. I try to engage with people that I can trust will pull me forward. I try to manage my energy by not engaging in thoughts and ideas that do not inspire me. For instance, this idea that there is a killer virus out there that is able to kill me, that I could contract, is not an idea that I will engage in. No, I do not believe that health is something that is outside of our control. As I already outlined, I completely believe now, I'm almost 50. I've been a believer of the idea that we are victims of luck, bad luck, circumstance, and genetics that allows us to become ill when we get into a relationship with illness, when we get in close proximity with illness, and that's what makes us ill. I used to believe that. I used to be a firm believer of the germ theory, which I learned in school, which is the theory that the whole planet has bought into. So there's a perfect example of a paradigm that collectively the globe chooses to engage and believe in. And because the world believes in that paradigm, we have a mass hysteria because there is a deadly killer virus that's out there that is trying to gobble us up. And we could bump into that virus at any moment if it's in the building. You know, that's a very scary idea. I don't want to engage in ideas that scare me too much. No, we can't avoid all things. No, that's not a way of living either. But we can use our mind if we have the clarity of mind to see the truth and to see that this world is governed by laws and this world is governed by our minds, and therefore we create our world by our minds, and therefore this world is governed by laws and forces. Therefore my mind is governed by laws and forces, and therefore if I know the laws and forces of the world, then I know the laws and forces of the mind, because all is mind. This is a universe of mind. Each of us creates our reality from our minds, and we are created by the all creative force through mind. We are in the mind of creation, and that's how we arise. We must first be in the mind of creation before we can arise. And just the same as above, so below, we create our lives by changing our minds. Food plays a massive role in all of this, in all of what's happening right now. And so I was talking about the fact that if I am eating, I'm eating only once a day. I'm eating in, a 1 to 2 hour window if possible. I want to try to keep my eating window as small as I can. So if I can eat in, between 12 and 2, between 2 and 4, between 4 and 5, if I can eat in a small window, then that creates a lot of time in emptiness before I have to eat again. So that means if I eat and finish my dinner early enough, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm done dinner here. And then I stay empty all night. And then I have a late breakfast, my first meal, after 12, after 1, after 2, after 3, after 4. If I'm staying empty as long as I can, that emptiness time is a practice, is a daily practice. And what we need is practice. And what we need is different practices, different habits, different behaviors. A habit, a behavior is what I'm practicing, how I'm engaging with my life. If I want to change my life, I need to engage with my life differently. This is the way, right? If I want my life to be different, then I need to be different toward my life, right? Wayne Dyer said, change the way you look at the world and the world will begin to change. If you start to look at your world in a different way, your world will begin to change. That's as simple as looking at your circumstance as being an opportunity versus your circumstance being a problem. That's a change of perspective. That is a change of mind. That's possible. Einstein said, the most important decision that we have to make is if we live in a universe that is safe and loving and supportive, or if we live in a universe that is dangerous, fearful, something to be afraid of. That's a choice. Listen, there are infinite possibilities. You can create anything you like. There's not a right way or a wrong way to create. You can live in a life of fear. You can look at your life as being potentially taken from you by a lethal, deadly virus. You can look at your life that way, that there is bad luck out there, that you could get bad luck, that you could contract a deadly disease. You could think that, you could believe that. And it's very possible that you do believe that because we've been taught some incorrect information, a broken paradigm regarding the germ theory, that our health is something that's out of our control. And you know what? It is out of our control if we have that broken idea. If we've got that broken idea and we believe that, then that is our reality. And that's the reality that we create. And that's what's going on. We've got a mass hysteria because people don't realize that health is our wealth. It's personal wealth. It's personal abundance. And it's something that we personally can change and affect. We can change our health. Every single one of us has that power within us. We all do. But it's a change of mind. It's a change of understanding. It's a change of behavior. It's a change of eating. It's a change of understanding food. It's not the food that we've understood. It's not the food that we've been taught. It's not about calories. It's not about protein. It's not about vitamins and minerals and nutrients. It's not about getting something to be healthy. The paradigm shift that we need with regards to food is not about getting. The paradigm shift that we need to have regarding food is about getting what's inside of us out. Perfect health is within us. The creative force is perfect. It is inside of us. It is inside of every single one of us. It's been dulled. It's been interfered with by materials, substances, chemicals, viruses, bacteria that are out of balance inside of our bodies. parasites. It's been the true natural white light creative force inside of us has been interfered with by us. We have tampered with the creative white light force potential in our life. We've dulled it by putting in the wrong things. And we've put the wrong things in because we've been taught that we are healthier if we eat these things, certain calories, certain nutrients that are required for us to be healthy, or so we are told from grade 2, from kindergarten. They're teaching us the 4 food groups, and they're teaching us that we can't be hungry, and that's dangerous and unhealthy. And this is false. This is false. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy theory either. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, nor do I teach conspiracy theories, because conspiracy theories are a conspiracy too. Conspiracy theories, aren't they scary? Who likes that? I don't like that. And if you engage in that, that creates fear. It's more of the fearful thing, the same stuff that we're supposed to be afraid of, this deadly virus, these Shiite Muslim extremists, these terrorists, these people that could just come over and blow you up at any moment. We need to be on guard against, in the past it was the Russians, we need to be on guard against the men if we're women, the women if we're men. We need to be on guard against the blacks, against the whites. It's a constant us against them, and all of that conspiracy horseshit is what has separated the creative force that is within each one of us from each other. And it's actually when the creative forces come together that magical things are possible, right? Because when you have the creative force of one man and you have the creative force of another woman, the two creative forces coming together can create something together that's more powerful than either one of them can create by themselves. And this is the truth, that when two people come together, there is magic there. And this is the magic of accountability. This is the magic of coaching. I'm waiting on a coaching call with Maria. I'm working for Alkalize to Realize this morning. Looks like she's having some technical issues. She's saying that I should restart my meeting. So I'm going to cut us off short here and join back momentarily. The Melon Man, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, if you like my content, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back to share some more positive, proactive, healthy news for you in just a moment.